Hey everybody, it's Andrew and welcome to episode 128 of the Jaguar podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be doing a pre-game analysis of the matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. So let's get into it. All right, this game. I definitely think this is, like I said in my previous episode, I think this is a game that Jacksonville cannot sleep on. They have to show up to this game. The Dolphins had a great showing against the Bills, and it was a very close game. So I don't think that Jacksonville can sleep on this game at all. I think they have to show up. I think Miami has a lot of weapons on offense. You know, they have Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's a decent quarterback. He's got a real quick release. He can get outside of the pocket and run. He's got, good feet. So Jacksonville's defense has to get pressure on Ryan Fitzpatrick. We need more sacks because we really didn't have a lot of pressure on Tannehill. I think we had one sack in our last game. It was from Caleb Von Chasen. So we definitely have to do better with the pass rush because I think when you get in Fitzpatrick's face, he'll, make mistakes. And so I think that'll be essential for this game. So I'd love to see more pressure from, Chason and Josh Allen and maybe Dwan Smoot getting in there and having a sack. Love to see more pressure from Taven Bryan and, get separation from those offensive linemen and get pressure upfield. The linebackers, they have to play better. They have to blitz, be making those tackles. Miami threw a lot of crossing routes and over the middle against Buffalo. So I anticipate a lot of that as well against Jacksonville because, we did not do very well against Indianapolis and they were running those same type of plays. So our defense has to play better coverage. Our linebackers have to watch out for those crossing routes. Miami has a lot of weapons too, especially on their wide receiving core and their tight ends. Mike Gesicki had a great game against Buffalo, and he just looked phenomenal. One-handed catches, played really well. So we have to look out for him. Devontae Parker, he had a pretty decent game as well. And then, Alan Hearns, an ex-Jaguar, he's not too bad as well. So their wide receiving core is good. Their tight end is, really good. So we have to look out, for them. Trey Herndon and CJ Henderson, they have to have a better game. Wingard, if he's starting, he has to have a better game. I imagine Miami's probably going to target him. So, yeah, the secondary has to play better. That is just a given. But from an offensive perspective, I think if we can get the running game going again with James Robinson, take some of that pressure off of Gardner Minshew and pound the football, I think we have a real shot at winning this game because, we want to tire out their defense and keep their defense out on the field, run the ball, just wear them out. Play that smash mouth football, go play action to Gardner Minshew, let him, kind of open up a little bit, throw some balls deep to DJ Chark or Chris Conley. And I think if we can do that, we can win this game. It's definitely a winnable game, but we can't go in thinking that we're just going to win this game without a fight, because I definitely think we're going to get a fight from Miami. They're a much better football team this year, as they proved against against the Bills last week. So, I think this will be a close game. Could be potential, one score game. But, who knows? Just depends if Jacksonville shows up. Gardner Minshew has to get rid of the ball. That was one thing I noticed in the last game against the Titans. He had a play where we got called for 15-yard, I think it was a intentional grounding. actually. We got called for intentional grounding, but he just held on to the ball, and I don't know what he was doing. He ran around, and then, we took a huge loss there. We got the penalty for intentional grounding, and just was not good. Gardner's got to get rid of the ball. That's one thing I noticed about him. One critique or criticism that I have on him is he's got to get rid of the ball faster. If there's nothing there, throw it away. I know he wants to try to, make things happen, make a play happen. But if nothing's there, you got to get rid of it, or else it just hurts us. So hoping to see Gardner kind of make a little bit better decisions on that front. But, he played really well. Otherwise, our offensive line, they have to play better. They have to protect Gardner Minshew, especially Cam Robinson. He's got to protect Gardner Minshew's blind side, because they're gonna definitely blitz us. They're definitely gonna send pressure. So the offensive line has to pass protect better. And those are really my thoughts on this. I think this is definitely a winnable game. Really looking forward to it, Thursday Night Football, and excited to see what happens. I'm wearing my Mark Brunell jersey, kind of throwback to the days when we had Fred Taylor. We had that crazy game where we scored 63 points. Hoping we could have another one of those, but we'll see what happens. But let me know how you feel about this matchup and upcoming game on Thursday Night Football. Jags versus Miami Dolphins. Really looking forward to it. Hope we come away with a W. I definitely think it's possible. I think we could probably win by a touchdown. But let me know how you feel. Leave a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Subscribe to the channel. Show your boy some love and support. Come by my Twitter feed. Leave me a comment or a posting. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Go Jags. And I'll see you next time.